Hello, everybody. Hello, Susan.
Jazz hands.
Jazz hands. Oh, we're so happy to see you, Susan. Okay, we're here. So for those of you who haven't been hanging out with Susan and I for the last 20 minutes, you don't know, but we're having technical difficulties. So
It's
if
been
we come
great.
across a little crazy, we're not going to deny that we aren't, but it's
Yeah, no.
also because we've been kind of playing with each other the last 20 minutes trying to figure things out. So welcome, everybody. I'm super excited to tell you a little bit about our upcoming event. So for those of you who are new to the platform or have never seen my face in your life before, or maybe never seen Susan's, which way do I point? Either
Down.
way.
Yeah.
My name is Lisa Harris, and I am the CEO and founder of Lisa Harris and Company. And Lisa Harris and Company is a personal development company that connects, guides, and transforms women's lives through the power of storytelling. And we are really excited. This year, 2021, we are producing several online events under our Unveiled Beauty Holding Hands platform. And these events are special events that are going to be co-hosted by women in our community. So we already did our first one, I believe, a couple months ago or something. But we are getting all reared up to produce our second one, which is going to be next week, Thursday, May 20th, from 7 to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I say Central because we do now have women from all over the country starting to join our platform.
Global.
So yes, international even. I just did a course
Yes.
with a beautiful woman from Australia.
Oh, I was going to say, if we get Canada, we can call ourselves
Yes,
international
we
too.
do have Canada. We do have Canada. And we have a wonderful woman from Australia. I wonder if she'll be able to join this event or not. But so Central Standard Time, 7 to 9 next Thursday, May 20th. But I am here today to introduce you to one of our co-hosts for our next event. And this is our first mini interview, but I would like to introduce you to Susan Swanson. And we just adore Susan Swanson. I said your name twice and your last name.
Yeah,
That's kind of
that's really like my whole name. Throw Lisbeth in there. Susan Lisbeth. Then I know I'm in trouble because isn't that when your mom calls you by your middle name? No, but when your mom goes, Susan, Lisbeth, we are
we're taking you here.
We're taking you.
We are I've known Susan for quite some time. So though there are many people who are new to this platform, but Susan's been here since the beginning. She's supported this platform when we first launched our book, and she's not only spoken on the stage, she's been a brand ambassador, and really just really excited to have Susan raise her hand and want to do this event. This is a unique topic. It's been one that's been on my heart, and it's actually a topic that's very much rooted in a lot of women's struggles and a lot of women's evolution themselves. It's about our mothers. And so the topic next Thursday is called Becoming My Mother. And before we talk about that, I want to throw the mic, hand the mic, whatever you do with the mic, to my friend Susan, so she can tell you a little bit about herself and maybe some of her thoughts about the topic that we're going to explore next week.
Hi.
Hi.
So I chose to do this outside because it's so gorgeous today. I had to.
It is gorgeous.
So I have been in the service industry for, really, don't you think that it's like always been service industry, 40 some years. I was a makeup artist with luxury brands, and then I worked for a minute for a funeral home, a year and a half.
Yeah.
And that was intense, but talk about being of service. Yeah. So I knew I still wanted to be of service, but so now I'm a concierge and of a very high-end building. And oh my gosh, I love my residents so much. Yeah. So they actually ask of my mom because I just wear my life on my sleeve. My mom is 94 and very independent, still kicking, living on her own, living singly, which gives my sister and I pause when we can't get a hold of her. Like if she's taken her hearing aids out and she doesn't answer the phone for 2 days. We'd never let it go 2 days, but yeah, it gives you a heart attack.
Yeah.
So, but the things that were part of her bringing me up, she came from a family of 10 and she was third from the bottom. So her job was to take care of the little ones. So my mom was always good at making up a game or, you know, keeping us occupied or keeping us interested in whatever. But everything, and like I think I touched on it a little bit, was everything came with a but. You're really, really good at that, but you could be better. You're my most beautiful child. You are just gorgeous, but you need to lose some weight. You're such a talented makeup artist, but you're underpaid and you should be in a different position. So everything came with a but. And it's like, and I kind of want to say, I know she loved me, but you know,
becoming my mother.
I'm becoming my mother. So when this topic came up and when I was writing a little bit of things down for it, I actually called my daughter.
Interesting.
Because we do parent daughters differently than we parent sons. That's just the long and the short of it. Plus, every child is brought into a different family because the dynamics are different because you've got other children there and you've changed and you're parenting. I always tell people, hey, thanks for the lawn service to be driving around. I always tell people, I'm so glad I had 2 boys to cut my teeth on before I had a daughter to raise. And honestly, the boys were as integral in raising their sister because they were 5 and 7 when she was born. They were right there with me. So that was a blessing. What I did, I called my daughter right away when I was writing this and I said, or when I was writing some notes for this, and I said, did I do that to you? Did I veil every criticism with a compliment first? Did I say to you, you know, you're a really good softball player, but you need to practice more or just whatever? And to my credit, and I was very proud, broke my arm patting myself on the back. She said, you know what? No, if you didn't like something, you just said it. And she said, you didn't make me, she said, you would just say, I don't like that shirt. I don't care. You can wear it. That's fine. Just wouldn't be my choice. So I don't know if that's kind of my but. So I'm very cognizant of that. Do I, you know, but I just would tell her. And you know what? She tells me too. As you well know, she will tell me if my hair is out of date or if anything, you know, so, but I love having an adult daughter and adult boys, of course, but the daughter thing is different. And it just is. And there's no way to go, you know, skirt around it, politically correct or not. It's just different. So, but it's really interesting when you're being raised by someone. When I was growing up, I didn't think about how I was being parented.
No.
I mean, do you look at them and go, that was kind of harsh? Well, of course you do, but you know, you don't think about how you're being parented. And then you start parenting and then you start to see some of those patterns and the tone of voice or the expectations. Of course we expect the world of our kids. You know, and when you get around a braggy mom, like, oh, my kids are in the honor roll and they're so great and they're in this and there and that. And then I'll say, gosh, that must be such a burden. My kids are just average. They're just wonderful people, but they're average in school and average in work and average, you know, I mean, whoever says that, right? No one ever like admits like our kids are just, you know, really everybody's kid is freaking amazing.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so I think that this platform is so important. Whether you were thrilled with your mom and everything was unicorns and rainbows, if you had a horrible upbringing, but have survived through it and have used that as your catalyst for how you're going to parent, whether you had someplace in between. So, I mean, no matter what it is, everybody can get something from this topic because everyone's been someone's child. And if your biological mother isn't alive or didn't raise you, you had a mother figure, whether it was your dad who picked it up and just took both, took things on. Side note, when my sister had kids, she said, if anything happens to me when the kids are little, I would like you, I put an addendum in my will that you will pick all of their clothing. She said, I will not trust my husband to dress them.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. I love it. I love it. Well, I'm so grateful that you're going to be co-hosting this event, and I'm really excited about your fellow co-hosts. It's going to be a really, really interesting topic. And for those of you who haven't been to our events this year, they're different than in the past. We're not doing our storytelling live events right now, but we're having really powerful community conversations where women are sharing their lived experiences, which is a version of storytelling, right? And so it's an opportunity for other women to just share what they're learning about themselves, what they're seeing, what has been a struggle with that mother-daughter relationship as they look at their own mothers. Later on in the year, we're going to talk about being a mother. So I think this conversation, we're going to talk more upwards, but there will be naturally that conversation if you have a daughter, that mothering her. So it'll be interesting how that floats, but we have women, our co-hosts, we have some mothers, we have some single women, and mothering can look different ways, right? You can mother a niece, you can mother a younger child, right? So, I really do encourage women to come out and listen to these conversations, and maybe there's something in there that will resonate with you, or maybe you just need to sit with your own self, and kind of reflect on your relationship with your mother. We're right, a couple days after Mother's Day, and many people may have seen their mothers, and that may have been great, or it may have been, friction. So you could be, right in that space right now to kind of explore some of these conversations. So I personally am very excited about this because I think there's something very powerful about that female family lineage and the many, many things that we pass down. And I don't think in our event we're going to get through all of that, but I think we're going to have some interesting conversations.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And the nice thing too is I'm the only one that has adult kids. Yes. So my conversation is different from those with toddlers, from those with teenagers, from those with, junior high age things. So the conversations really, we cover every, corner of this. And because my mom is so old, no, because she's 94, I mean, she hasn't been parenting me for a very long time, right?
Yep.
Although I leave her house, drive 20 minutes home, and am requested to call to let her know that I got home.
See,
because of course I would have veered off the road because I don't know how to, I'm a grown woman. I have raised 3 little people into adulthood. But I'm still her daughter. And that's
what's powerful too. And that's one of the things that, this event is led by our co-hosts. I come in, I introduce them, and they run the show. And I love that. And that makes me really excited about the year because each event is going to be uniquely different because of that. But one of the things I will be doing at the end of this event is talking a little bit about, or actually providing a little exercise or a reflection for women to kind of, if they're not vocally engaging in the event, a way for them to kind of reflect and think about their relationship. So I'll be doing that at the end. And I think, I don't know, I'm super excited because I think this is a really powerful conversation that we don't often talk about.
Well, I think that you and I love being moms and wear it on our sleeves again. So I often think, wow, how would my daughter report in this event? Like, how would she present how I was? I mean, you can't talk about being a daughter it just flows right into being a mom.
Yep, it
Yeah.
just flows. It just absolutely does flow. So it will be really, really
Yeah.
interesting. And it's for all women. I think all women can appreciate this conversation, no matter, you know, where they fit in that traditional like definition of you know, who their mother is or if they are a mother. I think, you know, any woman could really find value in these conversations. So I just wanted to jump online with my friend Susan, who has supported me for a very long time.
Oh, yes.
And I look forward for all of you to meet Susan in person and hear a little bit more of what she has to say. So get your tickets. This is the part I
Use
love.
Susan's link on this one.
Susan's link. I'll put Susan's link on this one.
Susan's link.
And again, it is next Thursday, May 20th from 7 to 9 p.m. And it's called Becoming My Mother.
Get a couple girlfriends, pour a glass of wine, sit down and be ready to unpack a few things.
Yeah. Exactly what Susan said.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bye, everybody. We hope to see you next week. Get your tickets.
Bye, guys. Yes.
Bye.
Get those tickets.